Had to fall back and reevaluate where I'm going. Plan B, had to re-up on my coins. Flow done got tighter, crew done got lighter. Past kinda dark, but my future's looking brighter. On the bigger things, power moves with bigger cream. Kill your self-esteem, moonwalking in your dreams. About to push it overseas. I heard them opportunities behind them locked doors. DJ Khaled got the keys. I ain't gonna pretend the day that they let me in. I'm gonna sit down at the table, break bread with my friends. And break bread in the end. She ahead in my bed, I'm ahead with the winds. Grinding to them private planes, take me anywhere. Yo, we back. Another episode of Truth Be Told Radio. It's your boy B-Rock. Here y'all talking about nigga night in the daytime, people.
I let you boy.
Just Jeff.
Jeff, what the whoa?
Jeff, we gotta figure something out.
Can you please?
Every time I do something, y'all cut it out.
Hit the old ass Master P.
He need his Fiji water.
We gotta
get your Fiji
figure
water back.
something out.
Why you lead with that, man? I took it off the table so we wouldn't lead with it. I'm not the
to be true to you. You sound like
I'm not the. Yeah, see, I'm not the problem.
I'm just trying to take the parchness out your throat.
Miss Neek.
The first lady.
That's what I'm talking about. And we got two special guests that literally, like, here comes a new challenger type shit. Like, they just, whoa, man.
They on there 5.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself one by one.
I'm Cannon.
All right. It's Cannon, you know what I'm talking about?
See?
You know, they ready to go. The name is a fighting name.
Third.
All right.
I'm your girl Adlib, the one and only.
Yeah.
Adlib's one and
I have to
only.
say they are special guests because these are my nieces, my babies.
Bun
All right, so y'all see the
And I'm
lineage.
saying,
Wait,
this is what I'm talking
hey, look,
about.
let's start a fire real quick.
He said he'll start
Start a fire real quick.
Put that fire out
So,
before it
Cat
starts.
full for you.
Hey, wait a minute.
Exactly. He can't start no fire if he got Fiji water over there.
oh goodness. Well, before we get into all that, thank you for being a part of the show. I know it wasn't expected.
God
but,
damn.
I think it's going to be very interesting.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass it over to Jeff.
It's on you, big dog.
Okay. All right. Please don't mention the Fiji water. Okay.
No guarantees.
Well,
You might as well just bring it back out.
Exactly. I told him to be true to himself. Like,
Was it nobody making
drink your truth.
It's all
healing water. All right.
it's all free.
So, interesting topic. Recently, that Tyler Perry did an interview where he was basically speaking on the dynamic switching where women are making majority of the money. Well, they're the higher earners right now.
Yeah.
And that there's a shift in dating simply because women are making higher wages than men. And basically he took fire because he was saying that it's okay to date a man that doesn't make as much money as you. And women attacked him on social media.
What they say?
I'll tell you one in particular.
Because I haven't seen it. Like,
One woman said, why don't these entertainers and moguls or whatever the case use their platforms to put men on? Well, not put them on, but use their platform to tell men they need to build their financial status or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, that's silly shit. They don't have to do the same exact thing that you do. I mean, honestly, it's just not in every man to just make a whole lot of money. A lot of men do well with what they got, and that's fine. To tell a woman that, yo, you need to step your game up or whatever the case may be. And if a woman that you're interested in is telling you that, then she's probably not the woman for you. Me personally.
Well, I seen another one where a woman was like, well, you tell Tyler Medea Perry.
oh, that's fair. That is a fair shot.
She was like, you tell Tyler Medea Perry he played a woman to get rich. I said, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I can't even argue that.
Yeah.
It's
You
true.
know,
That's the truth.
I was like, oh.
You had to become a drag queen just
So,
to get on, you know?
Yeah, they like, you played a whole woman to get rich.
Damn it, I'm finna
And you
defend
gonna say,
Tyler on this shit. Because she's
Let's go.
never seen an old man get up there and say the stuff that he was putting out.
That's
it only
real.
comes from women though.
That's real.
So what the hell, Uncle Earl back there? What the fuck you gonna say? Get your dumb ass home. That's all he can say. He ain't gonna really spit no knowledge like that.
That's real. I think that's an issue that a lot of men ain't really speaking, especially older men are not really speaking that type of knowledge. But we do have situations. You know what? Now that I realize a lot of situations where a man is doing the most, them relationships fail like a motherfucker.
Doing the most by
Yeah, they fail.
when you say do the most, as in what?
Well, no, there was.
Right here, goddamn
No,
it.
I'm just trying to get clarity.
So no, I think.
Blame on.
Wait a minute. I know we've seen it. I don't know if y'all seen it. Me and Steph didn't have a conversation about it, but we have the video of the man that was speaking on. I think his daughters were recording, and he was saying, "Well, I pay all the bills, and my wife and my daughters ain't never got to come out of their pocket, and this and that, and whatever," only to feel like he's the man. And I think we had a conversation
About that a
off the
little bit,
show
yeah.
where it's a bravado thing for men to feel that way, but then a year later, him and his fucking family is on I Only Fix My Life. The daughters and the wife hate the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, honestly, man, I think to your argument, that's something that society puts up on people. I'm saying that people listen to society too much. Now, you raised the question as to who told them to do that. And I said, well, if women are listening to society to say that men are to do this and do that, and then women are saying in order to be with me, you have to do this and do that, and then men really believe I have to do this to get that woman, then yeah, I mean, it's I don't want to say forced because everybody's got their own mind, but it's somewhat forced. I'm saying that if a woman is telling me I got to do that, you just ain't the woman for me. And I feel like that's fine. The problem is when I say that, women say, oh, you just a piece of shit nigga. You ain't a real nigga. You ain't a real man. I'm like, nigga, you don't even know what the fuck that look like. You just want a motherfucker to be paying some shit. You don't know what the fuck being a man is like. I don't know what being a woman is like.
Right.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, so for me to say something like, I'm gonna use the example that we talked about when it came to the sex thing. I'm saying like, yo, real woman, she gonna fuck her nigga 50 million times or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck being a real woman is like. And to even sit there and be like, yo, fuck the nigga 50 times or whatever the case. I don't know what that shit's like. So you couldn't come to me and say, well, a real man does do this. Because that's a real big problem where men are forced to be a real man and just be a fucking man.
But you ask 100 women what a real man is, they're gonna give you 100 different real men.
They can't.
Like
They don't know what that
everybody
look
got
like.
their own set of preferences. You know, and I've seen this a lot, especially in the group me and Steph was in. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I was public enemy number one. We had like 1,000 people in there. But I was the only man going against every woman in there.
It was
But at first
nine.
they was like, y'all gotta stop treating the men like that. The men won't engage. So I was like, yeah, I don't give a damn how many women it is. And I spoke up, and then boy, they was left to right. Even Steph was, good morning, Brock.
But no, to give myself credit, and where I already knew where you were coming from anyway, because we had a conversation before on the side. So I could see where you was coming from. For me, it was so much more picking with you. But I also knew we come, and I think a lot of times, and I'm gonna say, women, we here to respond. We don't listen to, you know what I'm saying? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't listen.
That's not my experience.
I don't listen to no damn body.
But to think about, like,
That's the problem.
I know, but the thing,
But I think it's
like,
to
but
comprehend
I guess my
that
question is, when you said a lot of women don't know what a real man is it that they don't know what a real man is, or is it that each woman has their own definition of what a real man is to them?
You can have your definition, it don't mean it's true. Don't mean it's a real definition. See, most women will say my father. Well, if you
everyone has
had
their own
good fathers in
preferences.
your life, they'll say your father. But I'm like, nah.
But just because you have a preference doesn't necessarily, or you have an idea, that doesn't necessarily mean it's true or not true. But if this is what you want, it's what you want, right?
Okay, so here's the thing. Is it possible that you can get almost everything what you want and still have a happy relationship?
Yeah.
Right.
But it depends on each person. Like, are you willing to give and take? Like, some people they selfish, and it is what it is. I want what I want. I'm not looking at anything else. This is what I want. If you don't meet this isn't what it is. But other women will meet you. Like, okay, you might not have A, B, C, but you do have a lot of the other things that I do like.
And those women get criticized because and they're not getting criticized by men. They get criticized by other women saying, "Oh, she's settled."
And that's what
That means as ladies, we have to lift each other
insecurities.
up. I'm gonna go ahead and put in that lady
And we don't
statement
do
right
that.
there.
Yep.
We need to lift each other up instead of judging each other. I'm just gonna say that there.
Didn't I just say that?
It's
I
the
said
same.
is.
It's
I
that
said
same
in the
thing.
previous show that when a woman speaks up like that and you come from a logical place, then the women will attack you. Say you'll pick me, this and that, whatever the case may be.
I said that on the show that first audio show I came. He
Yeah.
was like, a lot of people gonna be mad at you. I was like,
Yeah, they're gonna be
your
mad at
friends
you
like,
because even in that group, when we was in a group on Facebook, I made a statement and the women attacked me. And women came to
What
my
you say?
defense.
I was
I forgot what I said.
What you
but
said?
women came to my defense. When those women came to my defense and said, "No, he did not mean it like that. You took it like that."
A lot
It
of
was a
people-
war.
Yeah.
I guess to
And
me,
they was like, "Oh,
it's
y'all
like,
pick me, y'all pick me." And I said, "Hey, what?"
well, what did you mean? I guess for me, I'm not
I
gonna
don't-
tell somebody what they mean. I'm gonna ask you, what do you mean by that?
No, because I was very clear. When I put up my post, I was very,
okay, got you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when they was defending me because of me being so clear on the subject, and it just
when people do that is because for some reason that's them, right? Now I'm seeing I'm damn. Right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just called me the fuck out. So what can I do so I don't look like a,
You get
Yeah.
I'm gonna get defensive. And I've had a couple conversations on the side. I was like, yeah, that's not you
Yeah. Because I literally had a chick on that was
need to get it
like, Rock,
together.
don't tell me what the fuck I do with my pussy and my body. I was like, damn, I didn't even mention pussy and body. And then she came to me in the DM later like, my bad, it just hit home.
In the
And I'm
DM.
like,
In the DM, though, you said
Right,
behind
and
the
that's
DM.
what it should have been.
You couldn't get a public response.
That should be.
But a public
disrespecting
reprimand.
me for public.
Yeah,
I should have that.
exactly.
Yeah,
She was
apology.
in on me. It was like a whole little paragraph, and I was like, "Man, you probably need to."
You reading paragraphs?
Your grammar is on point. I mean, she did put apostrophe and comma where it
That's
needed
a
to be,
plus.
so it wasn't a run on. She didn't have any fragments, but she was pissed off.
You
I
went
was
to a
like,
literature
damn, I'm like, I read my
So I
statement.
want to go back. I want to go back to what you said, where having preference and having standards.
Okay.
So my biggest question, and I'm glad there are 3 women in here.
Yes.
Because usually it's just Steph,
Oh, we know.
and she has to fend for herself.
Usually
Exactly.
nobody.
So we leveling the
Until
playing field
Steph-
of
Why
that.
did you look at me
Balance the playing field.
It's usually nobody until Steph stepped up. You
Just
know
so
what
y'all
I'm
know,
saying?
this was a subject of one of our shows.
Okay.
Preference and being shallow.
Yeah, I think we named it being shallow versus having a preference. Or
Something like that.
So-
Something like
like
that.
I have a question, and I'm not saying these are y'all in particular, but hopefully y'all can shine some light on answers that we never get from other women, because other women I ask, why is it that some women,
Okay.
set their preferences and standards to an unachievable height that most men can't reach? Usually it's only like a 1% man that can reach that.
And
Why is that?
I could say it's going to be like a keeping up with the Joneses type situation.
Right.
A lot of women see that happen. Their girlfriend may happen to have that. She can drive the Bentley. She got the big house. Her man is allowing her to do blah blah blah. She, you may have somebody who has that standard that you be like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be. And I'm just gonna want, no matter how it's
What's going on
impossible,
behind
right?
closed doors,
Behind closed doors,
the
it's
stuff you don't
impossible,
see.
right?
Yeah.
I need to be seen this way because my girl look like that. I am not gonna be the one in the group to
That's
look
without.
like a fucking
So
bum
I
bitch.
got a question.
You know what I mean? I mean, and
Dun dun dun.
I guess I'm gonna turn that question around on men.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
Like-
Wait a minute.
God damn it, I'm ready. What's the question?
I mean,
You just thought the call first.
Yeah, no.
You know,
goddamn,
he
I'm
said he can
asking
wait.
first.
I mean,
Answer that question.
I'm saying, like,
Get that shit.
like men, like I've seen men just sit up there and just be like, I mean, she ain't cute, but that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Her face ain't there, but her body
But
there.
I'm just saying, like, if
That's a preference, that's a
so
standard.
I can turn around on men. What about your thoughts on the same question that you asked us
Wait a
about
minute.
women that you might think are unachievable? Like, I want the whole list.
What are preferences? What are preferences of men that you usually hear?
Physical.
Physical,
That
right?
part.
Definitely. That's usually number
Yeah, that
one.
do.
That's just
Not
honestly,
all
that's
men.
for everybody.
Not all men.
Not all men.
Everybody.
Not all men.
We'll clarify.
What did I say?
We don't mean all.
It's that
Not all
argument we
men.
had last time when we was talking about that man gotta like something. So it's gonna be something physical.
It's gonna be something.
It has to be.
Well, no, that's
He's gonna
that's
be
what
attracted to
everybody
you.
Across the
knows.
board, though.
That's
That's
across
across
the
the
board.
board.
Everybody's
to be
gonna like it
everybody.
physical.
It has.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
man
yeah.
has
Right,
to
because
have-
That's the only
like
way
I
it
said,
works.
like I said earlier, I won't walk in the room and be like, oh, the first thing I see is how he thinks in his brain and how
You won't even know that.
I'm looking.
Exactly.
That's what he's saying. It's physical first.
So this is how I
look
look at it. I'll break it down for you. I look at it like this. When it comes to men and women, the chemistry between men and women is always going to be physical first. There's never going to be a time where you just see a guy and you he looks like he can put a car together.
Oh,
Fuck, you know that.
What about the person that was like, I wasn't even checking for him, but as time went on, I like him.
Even worse.
What about that?
Those are the worst ones.
Let me
Those are the
answer
worst
that. She the worst one. Let me tell you why. Let me
Why
tell
she
you
the
why.
worst one?
Because I'm the type of guy, if I approach you and you tell me no, I no longer want you. Now,
So you don't.
Some
you don't
dudes
fight-
see that
you
as a
don't fight for
challenge.
nothing. You just.
hell
she
no.
said,
I shouldn't.
nah,
I shouldn't. Let me tell you something. I should never fight to get a woman. If I approach you and I'm interested and I say something and then you speak to me, give me a chance to say something stupid and then say, you know what, fuck it, I'm out, right? But if I approach you and I'm trying to talk to you, you tell me no, I don't want you no more. Now all of a sudden you see me go outside
That's different.
and I get it. Wait a minute.
That's different.
Wait, so you see me, I go outside and I get in a car that you might like, all of a sudden you want it. I'm letting you know right now. If you get in this car, I'm only fucking you. Because the chance I gave you to be something with me, you said no. I don't want you no more. The only thing, I will fuck you. You cannot be my girl. I'm being dead ass
Oh, so
serious.
you gave her the chance
He
to talk
gave
to
you
you.
the more clean
Now that I gave you the chance,
Every
I get
woman
what
give
you're
a
saying.
man one chance. I'm giving women the same exact thing. The moment I approach you and trying to not convince you, but maybe
That's-
offer,
Put your
that
best
I
foot
could
forward.
possibly be a man.
Yeah.
And we can make
Before he
something
said
happen.
Y'all don't put y'all goddamn
Crazy,
best
remember?
foot
You know
forward.
what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, at the moment you
What
tell
woman
me,
you know put their best foot forward when they first meet somebody?
All of them.
Yeah.
A woman puts her best foot forward?
All of them.
Bullshit.
That's what we call. That's what we call the representative.
Bullshit. Yeah,
And
you right.
every nigga
The
got one
representative.
too.
Tripping.
Yeah.
It's both ways on that.
But still, to his point, she say no. You know how many women it is to men?
Exactly.
Right over your ass
How
for?
many is?
It's what?
in
20,
Atlanta, it might be 50.
Actually, no.
It's
Those
new-
statistics
it's
are different.
new
No,
stats now.
it's
Oh,
not.
okay, so what are they now?
It's
What is it
not.
now?
I don't give a damn if it's 5 to 1.
What is it?
What
what is
is
it
it?
now?
It's still
What
more
is it?
men.
It's
to
more.
women,
It depends on the county, but it's
It
more
usually-
even than it
I
than it
will
was
tell you this: when
previously.
you're talking about, you're right. It may be different.
is
in
more
county,
even
but
now
when you're talking
these
about
days.
a party city like Atlanta, usually the statistics for
It's
women
more women.
to men is higher because it's a party
It was
city.
10-1.
No, not anymore. It used to be that.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
used to
that
be
anymore.
Give a
Right.
damn
That's a
if
lot.
it's
That's still
fucking
a lot.
5 to 1.
That's still a high
four
number.
other females.
But
still
it's
there.
not 5 to 1, so it's not 5 other ones. No.
But goddamn, I don't give a fuck if it's 3 to 1.
I mean, but you gotta get your stats right to know how many it is to one.
So what I'm saying is, the question for me is, the preferences are a little different because for a woman, she has to see that you're getting this type of money. I have to see you doing this and doing that. I only gotta look at you and see she got ass. Fuck
Yeah,
her.
it's
She cute in the
been
face.
plenty of
I'm
times that
fucking
she
with
walk
it.
by, you be like, oh damn, she cute. Oh, she got.
But I guess it depends on
And
what
then
she's
as soon as
looking
she walk
for.
by, you like,
If she just wants you part time or now time, then
you might
that
need
might
the
not that might be
temporary
it. But if
That's
she
cool.
wants you long term, then that might be a different conversation.
That's
do
great.
Do she communicate that though?
They don't.
It depends
Some
on the
do, some
person.
don't.
Some do,
Some
some
do,
don't.
some don't.
Okay.
Majority don't. They just wait for you to impress them.
It's not a lot of real women out here, though. Let's just be honest.
Oh
Not a lot of real
Oh,
women out
you
here.
hey, that's gonna be a clip. That's gonna be a clip.
Shit, that's gonna be
that's-
a
that's
clip.
gonna be a clip.
That's gonna be a
But
clip.
that goes back. That
The
goes
question is why?
But that goes back to my point that.
Cause they too busy buying
But that
themselves.
goes back to the point that just because you're a female don't mean you're a woman, and just because you're a male don't mean
make
you're a
you a
man.
man.
But then the
shit.
question is
Oh,
it because
shit.
is it because that's who she really is? Or is it because, back to the societal thing, is that what society has betrayed as women should be to get people to be interested in her? So then it becomes like, what's the question? Is she acting like that because, oh, this is me, like I want to see? Or is she like, you know what? Society don't care about women who sit up here and tell you what they want. You become the problem. So in order for me not to be the problem, I have to sit here and say or pretend like this isn't what I want, and I can't acknowledge my power, because then that becomes a problem for everybody else.
As soon as a black woman stands up for herself and presents herself in that same demeanor as any man, I don't care what race you are, we're a problem. We're aggressive. We have an attitude problem. We have to deal with that at work every single day.
I get it.
I agree with that, but I think when it comes to that, out of all the races, the black man will sit there and take it. Any other race of man, your ass.
But I also think society. But I also think society tells black men to take it.
Yeah, because I've literally seen. I worked where the manager was an older white dude.
Always, yeah.
The supervisor was an older black dude. Mm-hmm. The young black chick talked to him. Oh, motherfucker, no. They talk like they fucking. Mm-hmm. She walks in there to the old white dude. Hey, Bob, I was wondering.
That's that slave mentality still.
I said, damn, that bitch know how to speak.
That's a problem.
I didn't even know she know how to talk like that. I'm like, wow, dude. And then she came out, and I told her,
massive thing.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I'm making a joke out of it, but I literally, and I was like, damn,
I see the shit every day.
I get, that goes to another point. We got to treat each other better. Like, we as a people have to treat each other better. Like, I'm going to talk to you how I talk to everybody else. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be the same consistently. Yeah. But if we go left, we all going to go left.
I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I don't want you to talk to me like you talk to everybody else.
It's not gonna work.
If I'm your man, I want you to talk to me like your man.
Not your man.
No, I'm just saying like as a people. If I'm addressing a situation, I'm gonna address the situation to you. How I'm addressing it to your manager. How I'm addressing it to your counterpart. How your GM is gonna be addressed accordingly.
I got you.
Right.
See, I can't do that.
Well, that's you.
Because in my profession, if I
outside of your profession,
no, I'm saying if I talk to everybody, if I talk to black people how I talk to black people, I'll be fired fucking tomorrow.
I understand what you're saying.
But we're talking about outside of
I'm just talking about like
we're talking about
like if it's a situation.
I don't even fucking talk to people outside my goddamn outside of work.
Well, that's how you then. I'm talking to everybody.
Y'all think it's
well, we're not talking to you then. We're talking to everybody else.
Going off of what she's saying, you heard people say that, oh, people got to earn my respect and this and that bullshit right there. No, and I'm like, no, I talk to everybody with respect. But if that person get disrespectful for me, then I switch it. But anybody I meet, I just, talk the way I talk. Like the way I talk with Steph, where I be like, nah, that bitch better tell that hoe to sit. I do that because me and her good like that.
Exactly.
But if I'm just coming up, I will never talk to her like that. Like me and her got a brother, sister, like we can talk shit, so I'll talk like that to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll say stuff that.
That's a hate month.
But see, that's a problem.
Hater.
That damn salt bag on that.
But I think that's a problem.
Falcon fly.
I think that's a real problem.
He got on a braids hat though. He got no fashion.
If people honestly, if people really feel like you should earn my respect, we'll never have respect for each other.
Exactly.
Because you'll be trying to put motherfuckers through the ringer to try to earn a certain respect that I may never get. But you just love seeing me go through this shit.
Yeah, it's not.
So speaking of that, I'm gonna go off of that real quick. I heard women say that about men, like when they went through something with a man. So the next man, they like, well, he gotta do this and that because.
That's not fair.
Can I say this?
That's not
okay.
fair.
They trauma. They put their trauma on everybody else.
Trauma. I just recently had this conversation. I asked the woman. I said, why don't a lot of women get therapy before they get in another relationship?
Why don't black people get therapy? Let's start there.
Okay, well, black people, it's starting to be brought up to us because it was never introduced to us.
So we do.
But then when I do hear about it, and I'm just going off of just the groups, that's why I get in a lot of those groups to see how people interact. And I see men to get therapy before women would.
I don't know if that's true.
The reason I'm saying that because a lot of women got this. Can't nobody tell me what to do.
No,
I don't think that's true.
And
as in the medical profession, I am going to tell you that is absolutely wrong.
Well, we both.
No, but you see it from a different side. I see it from the clinical
standpoint. Well, be right. I will say this. Let me.
That's crazy as damn self.
And I love my therapist.
But be right. Let me tag on this one. I'm actually gonna agree with Steph, because I will tell you this: in relationships, the dynamic is women will offer therapy and want to go to therapy and will go therapy for themselves, and men are like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I'm good.
But here's the thing: simply because we're looking at it from two different lenses. Now, that's one. But here's the thing:
it is.
It's usually, and not saying y'all, but this is just some. In most cases, when a man says he's not going to therapy, he recognizes the problem. When a woman goes to therapy, not all, some women will go to therapy and want the therapist to tell them that he's wrong.
That's not true.
I said some.
Okay.
I said some.
I went through that personally.
I went to couples therapy.
From the clinical standpoint, that is not the case.
But why is it okay for men to sit here and say, oh, that y'all don't want to go to therapy because y'all already recognize the problem? So if you recognize the problem, won't you like acknowledge the problem and actually talk to your partner?
Okay, so here's the thing. What is the purpose of you going to therapy? If you're taking your man to therapy, what are you going to therapy for? Is it to really fix the problem, or is it really to get the therapist to tell him, yo, you need to look at it a different way? I'm telling you, I don't want to call myself a victim of therapy. I call myself
you're a victim.
I was a guy that went to therapy, to couples therapy, and I'm telling you that it was so bad to where I had to keep tally of whenever the therapist told me I was right. I had to. Matter of fact,
number one, that's not a good therapist if they're sitting here.
Exactly.
No.
Not that I was
it's
right.
not even that. I'm just like, so was your point to go there to be told that you're right?
No, I didn't want to go, period.
So you went for her.
No,
there
listen,
it is.
I went for her. I didn't want to go, period. Mm-hmm. Now they ran some tests. There's this test. I don't even know if you know it, Steph, but I can show it to you. But there's a test where it talks about different stresses, and we both took it, and they both got the same questions. You know, we just answered to our best possible, ability or whatever. So mind you, in couples therapy, so it looks like we both have an issue. Let's take care of this. We go to reading our scores. Mm-hmm. So the therapist goes, Jeff, I want to read yours first because yours is interesting. I said, okay, let's talk about it. She said there's a graph that tells you what your percentile is of what stresses you. Then there's a graph of your big stresses. So she said, your stress level is at a 10%. She said, nothing bothers you, do it. And I'm like, nah, not really. Then she read off my top stressor, which was 1. You get 12 of them. I think I had 1, and it was like time with partner. That was about the only thing. And read my partners. She said, we need to talk about this. I'm like, oh shit. Now me,
you scared.
After getting my scores, I can't wait to hear. It's like, what was it? 99 percentile.
Ooh. I can tell you what it is.
Wait, let's get to that. Read off the stresses. Now she got all 12. Here's the thing. None of them had anything to do with me.
That means she needs solo therapy as well.
Thank you.
Solo counseling as well.
Thank you. So this is what I'm saying. I don't mind doing this to, whatever. But I said I have my own therapist. I go to my own therapy because my therapy is to correct me.
Right.
And oftentimes she would go, "Can I go in there?"
No.
I said no.
That's what couples therapy is for.
But at that point, the therapist should have been like, well, if he's working and you're not, this is not going to be conducive. It's not going to be because she's not working on her own healing. Right. Separately from you for it to be, she's coming in with a warped sense of whatever is going on anyway. So she's not seeing outside from, okay. You see what I'm saying? So now the therapist is going to focus on her because she's the one who needs the help.
So here's the thing. So the therapist asked me, she said, Jeff, could you give her any pointers as to how to deal with this? I said, yes, I could, but I honestly feel like she's not going to put it to use.
Because it's coming from you.
Because of you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's coming from you, not
Thank
from
you.
You're not gonna receive from whoever.
I'm telling you what's working for me, but you won't use it because it's coming from me. It has to come from somebody else. I don't need to be here. You need to sit right here, take care of this.
You take
I'll
the
wait
rest
on
of
you.
the hour.
Right.
I'll wait on you because here's the thing. I think the problem with it is women feel like some women.
There we go.
Some women.
There we go.
I got you.
It's
I got you because
What do you hate?
I gotta keep.
Because what he said,
Acknowledging
if it don't
it's
apply,
like-
if it don't apply, let it fly.
Yeah, let it fly. And I gotta keep saying, I gotta keep repeating that.
Nigga, they just
disclaimer.
attacked me for water. I gotta say some, bro.
I mean, think about it.
Attack me for
Would you
water.
like it if women would have been like, men this, men that, men don't, da 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 da, men this, you know? So,
I'm used to hearing that, so I'm like, okay, I know what you're talking about.
well, these are people that haven't, thought about that all people aren't the same. So, hey,
everybody
I
in the
can't
same
put
box.
everybody in the category because
Right.
I know that everyone's an individual. So I can't be like, all men do this. No, I can't.
So I say
That's
right.
not fair to all men.
I know I had the same. Sometimes I look for people that have the same kind of common sense.
And that's why I say
Common
some.
sense is not common.
They're not common.
Superpower.
So, and I
Fiji
also,
water.
I look at it like this. For some women, I think most of them don't understand that whatever's a big issue for you, it's probably not going to be a big issue for a man. And that's nothing to go to therapy
different.
for. Whatever's a big issue for us probably may never be a big issue for you. And that's nothing to go to therapy for. And that's cool. I don't throw the therapy flag out there every time something go wrong. Or if it's something that I know you're probably never going to change, I made a conscious decision to deal with it and try to maneuver behind that. I'm not going to say, yo, you need to go to therapy for that.
Right.
So now when you have issues and it's usually the same issue, I'm going to ignore you and you figure out how to deal with it.
Ignoring helped everybody.
So me speaking,
That's
help
a
me.
healthy
These-
relationship.
what you talking about?
It helped me. I don't know how you're going to deal with that
healthy
because it's all
relationship.
no,
It's not
because
healthy.
it's like okay, but here's the thing. It's
Okay.
not helping me if I'm giving you tips on how to deal with it and you choose not to listen because it's coming from me. I don't know what's going to help you. I don't have to go
That
through what
part.
you're going through.
So okay, let me add to that. You say you don't know. I don't know what's going to help you. So just because those are your coping mechanisms, that doesn't mean that's the same person's coping mechanisms.
I'm not telling her to use my coping
Right. Oh,
mechanism.
you're just saying how
I'm telling
you're
her,
giving
listen,
examples.
this is how I
Got
deal
it.
with
Deal with it.
Okay.
You need to figure out how you're gonna deal with this.
Okay,
If we're
that's
both going,
different.
if we're both going through some bullshit when it comes to our job, this is how I deal with it. You can take that and use whatever you want with
See, I
it.
can't give that kind of advice because mine usually revolves around Jack Daniels, some Henny, or some Crown.
But that's cool. But you
So you
can,
gonna
but
drink
that's how
about
you
it?
deal with it.
Huh?
You gonna drink about it?
Fuck yeah! If it pisses me off that much,
I mean, most people
Take it
smoke
goddamn
weed.
bite.
See,
That's how they deal
and
with it.
Everybody deal with stuff different.
Right.
I'm more mental.
I ain't thinking
Right.
about shit.
Shit. So that's why I say even with like therapy, I've been in 3 scenarios. I went solo therapy, I went couples therapy, and had a situation where she wanted to go to the therapist just to say, see, I told you I was right.
Nah, I ain't got time for that.
You know what I'm
But see,
saying?
that's what I'm
and she told me that. Yeah, see, my therapist said, fuck you and your therapist.
So was she like that before you started dating her?
No.
So you mean she wasn't like
She started over time, and the issue I had with the solo person, it was the homegirl came before the household. All the homegirls is what the homegirl said, because she's the only homegirl that was in a long-term relationship. Everybody else was single or couldn't keep them in. You know what I mean? So I had that issue, and over time I started seeing it. But unlike them, I was real patient. Whereas a lot of people would have said, hell no, you better. You know what I heard a lot? You better than me. I heard that a lot because I'm so patient. I just had this hope. Hope she's going to get it right. She's going to realize this. She's going to.
I also,
You get about 2 months of hope from my big ass. I'm out there.
I,
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm with you on
stayed
that.
way longer.
I'm with you on that.
But with the solo
You only
therapy,
about 2 months.
like Jeff said, I went to find out more about me. I went to face the issues that I had, all the difficult things. I went to face that and learn about myself. So when I went to therapy, I specifically wanted an older man who's been married, who's, you know, I feel like been through something. And I
On the
found
race.
that an older guy, he's been married like 30-some years, still married. He was around the Jim Crow. He was with his wife during that time. Like, they was together during that time. He'd been to the Army, so he had a lot more wisdom, and I felt like he would understand more. When I went to couples therapy, I went because she wanted me to go. I felt like, and I'm like, have you been to therapy, though? No, but I feel like if we both go, no.
That's not how therapy works.
You need to go by yourself first, then we can meet back in the middle.
Yeah, I also feel like I could be wrong. I don't really think I am, but I don't think I am. But I feel like
right.
I
Let's
feel
see.
like if both the man and the woman is taking the steps to working on themselves, you'll never make it to couples therapy.
Yeah,
That's just me.
That's true.
That's just me, because I feel like couples therapy is just a blame game thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess let me bring a little bit of perspective. It's like, okay, yeah, you're working on how to deal with you. I'm working on how to deal with me. Let's work together to maybe see a different perspective that I might not have thought about. Because when I'm working on me, I'm focusing on me, not you. It's me.
That's what I'm saying.
So right. So then that couples therapy would be that mediator to maybe show me how to maybe think a little bit different about a situation, or even the other person.
So here's the thing: when a man goes to therapy,
Like you
for
got something to
himself,
say. You do.
It was gonna be something stupid. Don't worry about
When
it.
when a man goes to therapy for himself, what women don't know is men are always speaking on what she said about me. And the therapist will give me suggestions about how to deal with that. That I can use. See, a lot of women feel like, oh, well, he's not going in there and...
Think we like Mike Lowry of Bad Boys. No, they think it is.
He told y'all he was going to do that. But no,
that's
but that's usually what it is. It's when I go to therapy, she's saying I this and she's saying I'm that and whatever. And then the therapist will give me suggestions on how I can deal with it and then just pick my own. And that's why I feel like the couples therapy thing is it's pointless if both of y'all are trying to fix each other. I mean, both of y'all are trying to fix yourself. Self-reflection and trying to have that self-discipline to make sure I stay on track will never make it to couples therapy because there'd be no need. I'm not here to put myself first over you or even think in a selfish manner because my therapist taught me that. I've had a therapist I've been going to for 12 years.
You still goddamn crazy?
You don't have to be crazy to have a
Still.
And that's what society was pointing out at first. Because I remember telling one of my exes, how about you go to therapy so you can get over some of that childhood trauma? The first thing she said, I don't need nobody to tell me about myself. I don't need nobody. And I was like, no, they're not.
My goddamn therapist. Fuck with me.
You know, just get you to realize some things about yourself. Me, when I went to the therapist, it wasn't so much of what she said this or that about me. It was just questions I had because I was thinking way beyond a lot of people. Like, even when I was younger, my friends, I thought way beyond them. Mm-hmm. So while they was worried about being a teen and partying, I was worried about how I'm going to get to this apartment, how I'm going to get this money to pay these bills, or how I'm going to have this organized. They're like, why the hell you worried about that? Like, we 15, 16 years old, but you thinking about stuff. I've always thought about that. So when I got with the women that I was with, I was way more mature than them. You know, so a lot of things that I was setting up for, they wasn't there. So I had an ex that wanted to spend $300 on a bundle of weed, but I was the only income. But I was trying to work towards building credit to get a home.
I had an ex ask me for a tummy tuck.
Dang, these women.
So when we hear women that's speaking like you guys from the perspective, it's foreign to us in a lot of cases. And we had this debate where, you know, women will say, but it's the women that y'all date. And I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't go to the east side, so let me go to all the fucked up women that and pick them up.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a particular place where the most elegant, extravagant women chill. There's no such thing. There you go. You really want to be honest?
And because I know even in my therapy sessions, I asked my therapist some stuff that he was puzzled on. He was like, damn, I never thought of that. Like, you really he noticed that, okay, you was one of those people that really think way beyond, and I just try to set up stuff like that. Even with my homeboys, I try to just get them to look at life in a different perspective of stuff. But I learned a lot about myself. But I also learned to be the villain and not give a damn, about a lot of things that I did give a damn about. Like, I cared about a lot of stuff because I'm a people.
Wait a minute, Steph. Look, Steph is over there blowing and dropping her head. Goddamn. Look, let me tell you something. You did that for. What's wrong with being a villain?
I didn't say there was anything wrong.
There is something. There is something.
I did not say that.
You didn't say it. I know what you're thinking.
What am I thinking? Tell me. See, there you go. Tell me what I'm thinking.
Dun dun.
I don't know. I'm sorry. So I got to troll Steph, y'all.
So I got a question.
Dun dun.
About the preferences.
Oh, the preferences.
Yeah. Okay. So why isn't that a woman can say, hey, I don't want to deal with somebody unless they 6'5", 6'7", 240, $10 million in the bank. But as soon as a man say, hey, I don't want to deal with a woman that's over 250. Now he's shallow as hell, and that's the issue.
That's not all women.
Yep. We gotta
Some
say
women.
something.
Okay,
Some.
let me ask this then. Since when it comes to women, it's more of a financial thing. You know, if he looks like he got money, you know.
My question
You know that.
My question is,
why is
money
it a
will make
financial
us
thing though?
So let me ask this. Let me give it from another perspective. What if men came in women saying that you guys had to have money? What if it was more like that?
You can
It
do
does
whatever you
happen.
choose to do.
Yeah, that's your
No, I'm
preference.
saying,
That's what you want.
No one can knock you for what you want.
But men don't ask for that.
Why would we bash for having a
Because
It ain't a lot of
we don't care
Are
about
you?
degrees.
Yeah,
don't
we
care
are.
about finances.
all the damn time? Because
Wait.
But we gotta.
I'm gonna give you a prime example.
We don't.
Lizzo.
Wait, you may not say.
Lizzo is thrown and force fed us all day, every day. That's not my preference, but I gotta accept it.
Do you?
Yeah, you
You
fucking
can just
do.
keep scrolling.
Yeah, the fuck you do.
You can just keep looking somewhere else.
matter
That's
what
like
you
what
flip,
you
It's
want.
another goddamn. It's gonna be
Okay,
another
you can change
goddamn
your
Lizzo.
channel.
The more
You can turn it off.
If a man has a preference, he's gonna get clowned and shamed by and bashed by so many women all day long, just for having a fucking
Right.
you hate
But
with
see, but you know, I realize this in the culture. One thing that you want is always going to be somebody that is going to, chastise you for it. If you want a woman, you want a woman with a
Don't
big
matter
ass,
what it is.
want a woman with a big ass, little booty's gonna get mad. Want a woman with big titties, little titties. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally like, okay, this is where the whole embracing the villain come in. Fuck what the rest of y'all think. I know exactly what I want. So if Shorty over here got big ass and wide hips and whatever, and then I'm looking at all the bad body ones over here. Fuck you, bad body ones. I'm about to get the one right here because she presenting a better package.
We get bashed for calling them bad body though.
And that's when you gotta say.
I mean,
don't give a
Did we say anything?
We didn't say we.
We ain't say a
I
word.
really want to.
We just listened.
To be honest,
We
because
different
the way
breeds
this-
though.
First off, the way this goddamn show going, and when I was goddamn standing right there, ain't even fucking say. That's my first problem.
We talking about different things.
Yeah,
though.
you right. Goddamn it, y'all was going at it, and I feel some type of way because that shit was entertaining, and I
I
was
feel some
trying to-
type of way because you said. I feel some type of way because you said first off.
Goddamn it.
First off and nothing.
First off.
Exactly.
We talking some real stuff now. We talking about therapy. We talking about mental health. We talking about real stuff. That's a different conversation than what we had earlier, which we talked about a little earlier. Now we into some real things.
And I know you probably don't listen to some episode. We tend to do this. We'll start one place and we end up
right.
across town.
It happens.
Right.
It happens, but continue to roll. So
Wait a minute. So, I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
So at what point does your preference or your standards become a little too unrealistic?
For me, it depends on what is more important. Like, I have things that I want. I have things that I like. So what's more important? The things that I want or the things that I like? It depends. But then again, I don't know. I'm an open person. So I've never been that person that's like, oh, I only want this or I only want that. That's not me. Because I know as soon as you say that's what you want, here come the person that meets nothing that you want, but has everything you need. You know?
Wants versus needs.
So for me, I've realized that normally when you say what you want, you end up what you need. It's knocking on your door like, hey, here's everything that you really needed, but these are the things that you wanted. Which one are you gonna choose?
What's more
Which one
important?
you
Yeah, and then that ends up you. That ends up your decision.
The
you
one
know?
that you need, normally you don't open the door for that one though.
And it goes both ways. If you're not open to what you need, you're gonna miss out those things being what you want.
Cause I asked the homeboy this.
Okay.
He's like, man, fuck that. They always talk about preference. I don't want a woman with no stomach. She gotta be slim. This
And
that.
that's fine.
And I said, but what if it's a woman like Lizzo size that give you everything you need? Would you choose her? And like she really makes you happy every
No.
damn.
He's gonna fall.
And he like, no, he will choose the look.
But wait, let me also point out.
That'll repeat the thing.
But wait, let me also point out there are a lot of men out here crushing on Lizzo. So let's not Forget that. There are a
I
lot
put
of
Lizzo
men
on my
that
song.
want Lizzo.
Me and Lizzo gonna make a sex
So
scene.
let's-
I don't even care what nobody say. We gonna move mountains,
Let's
baby.
not just
No,
make it
the
seem
fuck
like
it
there
ain't.
aren't people that. There are
No,
a
the
lot
fuck
of
it ain't.
people that want Lizzo.
Nah, hey,
don't-
No, the
think about
fuck
it.
it ain't.
I
No,
agree
it's
with
not.
you because
Right.
I know somebody right
Wait a
now.
minute.
He one of the people that
Hold
I
up.
don't talk to them, but I don't talk to them but foreign girls. And he got a Lizzo behind the scene that I know about that he love. And I'm like,
That's what
Wait,
you really,
stop.
that's what you really want.
Stop.
Or the one that. Never mind,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
We gonna talk about
Not the
that.
one that
Ain't nobody
Nah,
crushing on no goddamn Lizzo.
Huh?
Nigga, just because you not don't mean it ain't nobody out there that
somebody is.
cut it out.
Hey,
Big girls don't
hey,
never go without.
Her DM's loaded, bro.
What you say?
Big girls don't never go without. You know what's the first day of fall, right? You know that, right? Just saying.
I got nothing to say behind that.
No.
So let me ask y'all this question on the subject of preferences and stuff like that. We touched on this, like you said, in the show before. And I want to ask y'all, when is it like at that point where your preferences don't work for you, but you still, these are my preferences, but what if your preference does not work? Those relationships never
That's
work.
definitely what's keeping them
You
single.
need to
And
change your.
it-
When
to
is
adjust.
that point that you say,
It's time for you to
maybe
do-
what I want don't work for me?
When you
It's time
always
for
by
you
your
to-
damn self.
yeah.
Because
No
I did that at
relationships
one
working.
point.
miserable.
I was at
Yeah.
a point that I want nothing but red. You got to be red. I like red.
Red.
If you light brown on the verge of being red, red on the way to being pale, white, whatever.
Racist.
That part.
Hey,
Racist. I was
wanted
gonna say
that
a woman
red.
like.
I'm like, oh, I just want that
And we gotta
red.
stop doing that too.
And I had to realize every
bag
red
test.
shit that I got
What?
with.
That's his preference. He wanted a red ball.
He said at one point.
Every
one
red,
point.
every
No,
red
No, I'm
shit
just
that I
saying,
got
as a
with.
people,
Had
like you know where
attitude.
that came from, right? Oppression. Let's not.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
talk about what it really came from, but we're not
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah,
that.
we can go deep in that.
We're not
but
gonna
I-
go there today.
I know why I was trying
part
to
of
go.
part of my therapy,
With that
part of my
red
whole
on.
little thought process thing.
Acknowledging.
I had to think about it. Like every time I look at the TV, they made whiter better. Like
Yep.
they programmed me to look to see lighter being better. So it ended up coming out and okay, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Just like allowed me, I want some foreign. I want some foreign. Guess what? They making it seem like now I'm more of a
Listen,
give me somebody with a fro and chocolate. And it don't even matter. I don't even. It don't
if
even
I was
matter.
a single man, I wouldn't want shit foreign. I barely understand fucking English. And you want to
God.
get somebody?
We can tell.
Definitely need to-
First off.
There you go.
That's my
There you
favorite.
go.
That is my favorite word. But
you a shirt.
I'm serious though. Like, I don't understand
Those are the
what a lot
words
of
gonna
people's
get you in
fascination is with somebody from another country.
It's something.
No, what I'm
it's
telling
not,
you,
it's not.
it's a
It's not more.
programming thing.
It's not more of a fascination, but it's something different.
Different.
You know what I'm saying?
Than your
It's-
norm.
It's if a
you want
woman is.
Mexican, you can go right down to damn Texas.
It's true, but they don't feel the same because he right here in America. Versus going over there when motherfuckers don't speak no English.
What the difference between Texas and Mexico?
I'm at
besides
you
that?
saying,
The
I'm at you
point-
saying
It's
Texas
not a
though.
difference.
The point that I'm making,
My
Nick,
brother,
Oh yeah,
Texas.
they are in Texas. You're right.
Jackass.
Right.
the point that I'm making is I realized it was programming. So what I wanted, it never worked for me. So I had to deprogram myself, and I started seeing things different. So now I'm looking at how you are mentally, how you act, how you speak, how you carry yourself. That seemed to matter. That matters more to me now than how you look. Now, yeah, if I see some big ass, big titty, yeah, I'm gonna be look. If I see some big titties and a pretty face walk past me, I'm gonna. I just recently did it, and I'm like, oh man, she look good. She walked by. She ain't got no ass. She fucked my whole thing.
Yeah, that
Fuck
would
the
be
whole day
thing
just
up.
went. That's
Well,
just
fuck the whole.
throw the whole day away. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we're programmed to, see that. And like I said, the person that you know what I'm talking about, he like won't budge. He like, and I asked him, well, what if your preference don't want you? What if your preference wants somebody like me?
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the other one.
Because you a slim, tall dude.
Third leg Joe.
I'm a big, sexy dude. And what if your preference don't even want you? She like, nah, I want that big dude right there. Man.
Yeah. Basically what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
She my speed, but I ain't her speed.
Exactly.
Then what?
Yeah, then what? And I just try to get them look at the perspective of, man, you probably be pushing a good person to the side, because of this superficial stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell Steph all the time, I look at it from both perspectives. I know men can be superficial too.
Yeah,
I know these things.
I was gonna ask the question. I was like, since a lot of the questions were towards us, like, so why is it that a lot of men prefer the physical? Then getting to that point of
by nature.
So
a lot of women are visual as well.
no, I think they all are. It's just that once women find out what a man has to offer, then she's like, yeah, let me go ahead and make this guy it. You know what I'm saying? Women ain't. Most women they got this one guy that physically he's there and they only use him for sex. But
you just said it earlier. You know, like if I say
I gave you your chance,
if I
girl.
say 50 times a day and you hit me with 49, I'm out.
yeah, that's true.
See.
I mean, I'm not presenting that to him. I mean, like I said, in my relationship, if I want sex, I want sex, and then you just telling me, oh, I'm tired. I don't do that because don't ask.
But what if she really is tired?
Get your tired ass up. Get a Red Bull.
You get it.
I be tired.
What if she's physically tired? Not just physically tired, mentally tired.
Just lay down then.
No, you're not wrong.
That sounds boring.
That's so boring.
It is boring. I'm just talking. I'm talking shit.
She wouldn't just lay there anyway.
That's what you think. There's a lot of acting going on these days. So just saying.
Well,
She just opened the door to us. Show my trust.
What the fuck did I just walk into?
You opened the door and I kicked it open.
Should have closed it.
But wait, I heard it's not just the women that be acting either. I heard men have
acting too.
pretended to have orgasms as well.
Yeah, they be
That's what I
faking
heard.
too.
I got plenty of horror stories.
Yeah.
It's both ways.
I got some more stories, you know, a little.
Like, yo, this chick ain't even doing it for me. I'm out.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Yeah, I got mine. I'm out.
You know, I remember I told y'all about, I shared, well, not, it was off, what I'm saying, but hey,
Don't share.
Don't share
anymore. Don't share
she hitting me
anymore.
like, I'm like.
Don't share anymore.
Shit.
Okay, we've shared previous shows, so share again.
I keep that on camera.
Thank you very much.
I don't want them haters,
Hey, look, this nigga B-Rock sex capades be wild.
Listen,
Wow.
Pepe, please.
he ain't got shit on Six Flags.
Please.
Hey,
Let's not
wow.
segue into that.
I
Okay?
just
You know it takes forever to
I
get
just
to the
know-
fucking end. Okay?
But I know how to build on the
But
imagination.
see, sometimes we don't want you
So
to
if
give
I-
us
If I tell you how, if I'm talking about, hey, I made me a ham sandwich.
I don't
That
want to
ham
know.
sandwich better be.
Before them bread clap together, you gonna go on a ride.
See?
See?
And
And it's nothing but ham and cheese. That's it. It's just ham and cheese.
But the way
in
I'm
between
telling
two
you
pieces of
about me
bread.
making that sandwich, you like, oh man, like
Sometimes
damn.
we don't want to give you. I just want you to
shit.
put the ham, the cheese, close the shit up, and bite it. That's it.
Yo, man, now you want to
She
know?
the romance and stuff, and
Damn.
so she wants you to just open it.
You want no
put it in.
pickle, no lettuce?
Yeah. You stick it in and then
Yeah, just put it in
out.
and get it over with. I'm like, look, we finna warm this thing.
That's
up.
boring. That's boring.
Listen, if it's a pasta dinner, then okay, that's 7%. But it's 2 pieces of bread, ham and cheese. It's simple.
It's a lot can go on before them bread.
But they ain't got to be all that every time. Like sometimes I just want you to close the fucking sandwich
I'm
and
just
just
mad
be done.
it ain't no pickles in this motherfucker.
No pickles in this one.
Ain't no pickles, no mayonnaise,
No, just no.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
done.
dry ass.
I know. My story
Can we
it's
get a
just
little
not
something,
like
a little
that with
juice
me.
to it?
That's why
Listen,
a lot of
we
people
trying to
come
wrap
and talk
up
to me
the
because I'm
heat,
so
dog.
open-minded, so they can tell me literally anything.
She said, fuck,
You know
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying?
put
And
bread
my response to it gonna be like, either I know about it or, wow, for real? Like,
Hey, she
like,
said,
hey,
fuck straight meat, fuck the bread.
that's what I'm talking about. She just wants you to, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, sometimes
And
I
I'm
eat
like,
salami like that.
I be
That's
telling them like, still look, I got that
That's
bread
right.
out there, man. First of all, I took a wrap out of that
shit.
bag. When I opened that bag, man, I reached over 2 pieces of bread. I grabbed
what
the
I'm
first
saying?
2 I seen. They were soft. I picked them right up, laid them down.
Wow.
I put them on the cutting board. Got that mayo out of the refrigerator.
Did you cut the
Good
crust off
cold.
too? Did you cut the crust off the
I
thing?
cut the
you
crust
want
off and
details.
everything, and I politely turned the bread as I cut the crust. The crust was to be eaten. Then I got a spoon. Matter of fact, I wanted to take my time, so this time I got a butter knife. And I.
What's the next question?
Thank you.
There you go.
Jeff, I was
Look, check this out.
Jeff, but you did it. You let it go too far.
I'm sorry.
But that's the thing.
I'm about to roll this way. Look.
They're gonna complain about the story until you just getting right to the meat. then he gonna be, oh my God, because you know I can get right to I can get on there and be like, yeah, such, and he like,
But
shit.
Who is they?
But your such and such and such and such is be such and such. You know what I mean?
I think that's how it is.
I love you, man.
It's not like it's a lie. It be the
I
truth.
understand, but sometimes I just don't want to embellish the story. I just want it to be.
Give us straight meat, is what you're saying.
Straight meat.
But it won't be.
She had a fat ass. She grabbed my hand, pulled me to the room. You know what happened.
Sometimes I can take
Boom.
that. Right, I can take that. Like,
We didn't make it to the room, right there on couch.
but listen, my AD ain't gonna allow me to go over so long with this. Like, I'm just be like, move on.
That what makes me be rock, and that's the part about accepting the villain, being a villain. And ladies and gentlemen, we gonna wrap up this show.
Yes,
Wrap
You know,
it
it's been
up.
fun. With you ladies in here, we gotta bring out them more often because that went by a little too fast. I think everybody was still getting warmed up. I don't know, y'all kind of scared some people in this mug. You know, I ain't gonna look at them.
They probably made some enemies. We got to give them some protection outside.
Yeah, we gonna have to. You know, I think y'all
They
came
expecting
when
y'all
y'all
to
came
fuck
up.
with
We
us.
didn't expect it like that because normally they, oh my God, they jumping on us. But y'all came in here like, no, I'm ready. What's your name? Cannon.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Shit, she come in with an army shirt on. She ready.
Hey.
She like feeds you water. Boom, boom. You can't say first off. Like,
Nah.
oh damn, shit. Like,
That
okay.
normally leads to some
Right,
problems. That's some issue. That
Especially
first off,
with him.
First off is the equivalent of. That's the equivalent.
Well, I can't get to it. He ain't on his liquor. If he was on liquor, it probably would have been different. You know what I'm saying?
Boy. Absolutely right.
Yeah, she
So
right.
you need,
She
so you
right.
need your liquid courage.
With them
Okay.
claps.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Don't get twisted now. I can go on now.
But that is the equivalent.
He's
Yes.
calm
That is.
compared to when he's on that liquid.
So we gotta bring
Courage.
some Uncle Nearest
Courage.
next time.
It's different.
Let's go and bring the big ass bottle in there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, because
It sounds like you need
we
to bring
know
your
he
own
had the
supply.
whole little, the whole damn, what them things is, the little cooler, the little
The little flash.
flash.
That won't even be enough.
That and so
Oh, we're driving you to drink?
No.
nah.
Okay,
He,
cool.
he did that, yeah. That's on him.
Yeah, I didn't believe it when I said it either, but it was already out there. So it sounds nice. You know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this been fun. B-Rock, here y'all talking about. I'm gonna put the X right there. Nikki at Night in the
I
daytime.
let your boy.
Just Joe.
My name's Jeff.
Right there, somewhere.
Damn, I thought it was
Miss Neek.
It's gonna be at the bottom.
No, it ain't.
And I got Miss Cannon.
Yes.
Adlib.
Ad-lib,
Right?
ad-libs,
Adlib.
ad-libs.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, if they want me to, I'll put their ass down there too. You know what I'm saying?
Our special guest.
And we're going to have to bring them back.
Put mine right there. Right up
Yo,
here.
we going to have to bring them back.
No, it deserves to be at the bottom.
If he had a
I
Falcons
didn't do it.
hat on, I would have put it over that hat. I would have put it right over that
Covered that.
hat.
Ooh, that's
So we're going to leave
disrespectful.
that.
Y'all come back, I'm gonna have a real fire starter.
True Be Told Radio, we out.
Peace.
Bye.